Time now for the morning rush. The state Senate approved a sweeping overhaul of New Mexico's liquor laws. House Bill 255 allows grocery stores and restaurants to deliver alcohol to your home. Now, it also modifies beer and wine licenses to include spirits, and one change bans the sale of mini liquor bottles for off-site consumption statewide. If the governor signs the bill, it will become law on July 1st.
In the meantime, businesses with liquor licenses are getting a break to the tune of thousands of dollars. Senate Bill 2 is now signed into law, waiving the license fees for the year in hopes of helping struggling businesses survive the pandemic.
State lawmakers are pushing to help New Mexicans catch up on utility bills. House Bill 206 would prevent utility providers from cutting off service because of pandemic-related non-payment. Now, this would also provide funding to help pay off some of that debt and let customers set up installment plans with no late fees. The bill also allows public utilities to offer lower rates for low-income households.
All right, parents be on the lookout for surveys at school districts. They are needed to determine how to start in-person school for all students next month. They want to know how many families want to return as hybrid is phased out. Schools say they need to figure out bus routes, where students will eat lunch, and how many will actually be in class at a time.
And we are going to be windy today, but those winds not picking up much until the afternoon. So if you're hoping to get out and about for a workout, do it early. And by this afternoon, we'll see gusts up to around 40 miles per hour from the southwest.
Are working on what adjustments they need to make as students head back to the classroom. Now, once more students are back in the classroom, program administrators say that they will shift some focus back to before and after school programs, but they will have to wait and see just how many students end up going back.
A dog left on the side of New Mexico Highway is getting a second chance. This is Jessica Whitted. She spotted Arnold the dog last month along Route 66 in Carnuel with horrific wounds. Animal Humane rushed him into surgery. Since then, he's made a remarkable recovery and is now adopted out to new family. BCSO is looking for the person responsible.
This morning, two more suspects are behind bars following the shooting that killed a Valencia County boy. 21-year-old Santos Mateo Garcia and 24-year-old Eric Carrillo Garcia. They were arrested in Los Lunas on Monday night. Investigators say that they were involved in a shooting on Saturday, killing 11-year-old Joseph Hobbs. U.S. Marshals, State Police, and Valencia County Sheriffs are all involved in that investigation. The FBI is offering a $100,000 reward for the arrest of the person suspected of planting pipe bombs near the U.S. Capitol. Reports say that the suspect placed the bombs outside the Republican and Democratic National Committee headquarters the night before the Capitol riot. Those bombs did not go off.
An Albuquerque man is trying to combat crime by hosting a course to teach anyone in his community how to avoid being caught up in a bad situation. The 2-hour course will cover everything from self-defense to analyzing past cases to see how and if they could have been avoided. The course starts March 24th. It is free.
Police have identified a second person of interest related to the investigation of the 4 bodies found inside a car parked at the Sunport. APD is looking for 47-year-old Sean Lannon. His ex-wife, 39-year-old Jennifer Lannon, is one of the victims. Now, Sean Lannon is also wanted for a homicide in New Jersey. The U.S. Marshals Service is offering a $5,000 reward leading to his arrest.
And the Metro Threat Index is moderate today because we will have strong winds this afternoon. If you don't like those pesky winds, make plans to stay inside.
Community members will get the chance to pay respects to the late Las Cruces Public Schools Superintendent Karen Trujillo. Trujillo was hit and killed while walking her dogs last month. Her funeral service at the Cathedral of the Immaculate Heart of Mary will be private, but the public can watch the procession as it makes its way to the church on Saturday.
We're getting a closer look at the data on how many New Mexicans eligible for the COVID-19 vaccine have already gotten it. According to the Department of Health, more than 3/4 of those who registered for the vaccine in Phase 1A have received at least one shot. But the DOH says that some vaccine providers are not taking part in the state's reporting, so the actual numbers are higher.
City Council put up $100,000 to buy what's known as the pool property that's along the river near Coors and Namaste. Neighbors and the developer have been fighting over whether to build homes there. The city's $100,000 is in addition to the city's $2 million and more than $4 million in funding from the state.
The creator of a downtown Santa Fe mural is heading to court to keep his work from being torn down. Gilberto Guzman created the mural called Multicultural. It's on the Halpin State Archives building. Well, now the building is being transformed into an art museum and the mural might be torn down. On Monday, Guzman filed a lawsuit against the state, hoping to stop the demolition.
Cottonwood Classical senior Brenna Kelly installed her 5th Little Free Library in New Mexico. Kelly's other libraries are in Grants, San Rafael, Taos, and Albuquerque's International District, all operating with the take a book, leave a book model. The next one is slated for another site in the South Valley, and Kelly is still looking for one more location.
The Space History Museum in Alamogordo ran into some complications renovating its restrooms, including erosion, blockages, and leaks. Now, to give them some time to fix the problems, they will stay closed at least until early May. And when it does reopen, visitors will get to check out some new exhibits, including a space-flight gallery and a satellite gallery.
Now let's get a look at the morning drive. The roads are looking clear, no accidents or slowdowns to report. And here's a look over the Big I, a bright, beautiful day.
California Adventure Park expected to be back open by late April, according to Disney CEO. Both locations will operate at limited capacity in accordance with the state's COVID guidelines. A specific reopening date will be announced in the coming weeks, so be aware of that.
On this day back in 1963, there was strong wind across the state, and it was an expensive day. $12,000 worth of damage was done at Viejas Ranch in Colfax County as adobe walls moved a foot off of their bases. Also, a roof hanger in Tucumcari Airport was blown off, resulting in $1,200 worth of damage. And we are expecting strong gusts in the state today as well.
Time now for the 5 facts. At number 5, one state-run museum is still waiting to reopen, and it's not because of COVID. Well, the Space History Museum in Alamogordo ran into complications while renovating its restrooms, including erosion, blockages, and leaks. Well, to give them some time to fix the problems, they will stay closed at least until early May. Now, when it does reopen, visitors will get to check out some new exhibits, including a spaceflight and satellite gallery.
Number 4, an Albuquerque man is trying to combat crime with a course on how to avoid being caught up in a bad situation. Robbie Sanchez has experience helping homeowners and businesses lock up safely. The 2-hour course will cover everything from self-defense to analyzing past cases to see how, if they could have been avoided. Sanchez says taking the course does not stop crime from happening. It just helps make sure it doesn't happen to you. Because of the pandemic, in-person attendance is limited for the course, and it is available online. The course starts in 2 weeks. It is free.
And we are expecting that widespread wind today, but it doesn't stop there. As we go through the weekend, those winds are going to stay very gusty, between about 30 to 40 miles per hour winds expected tomorrow through Saturday in Albuquerque and Santa Fe.
On to number 2 now. The Senate approved a sweeping alcohol bill, sending it to the governor's desk. House Bill 255 would allow grocery stores and restaurants to deliver alcohol to your home. It also modifies beer and wine licenses to include spirits. One change bans the sale of mini liquor bottles for off-site consumption statewide. And one amendment by George Munoz bans the sale of hard liquor at convenience stores just in McKinley County. If the governor signs this bill, it will become law on July 1st. We'll follow it for you right here on KRQE News 13.
And at number 1, APD is looking for 47-year-old Sean Lannon. He is a second person of interest related to the investigation of the 4 bodies found inside a car parked at the Sunport. His ex-wife, 39-year-old Jennifer Lannon, is one of the victims. Jennifer and 2 of the other victims went missing from Grants back in January. The 4th victim was a man from Albuquerque. Now, Sean Lannon is also wanted for a homicide in New Jersey, and investigators believe that he is still there. Now, the U.S. Marshals Service is offering a $5,000 reward leading to his arrest. Police are also still looking for Daniel Lemos. He's another person of interest in the case and is known by either dog or perro.